Look at my Minnie Mouse shirt. I know I put the camera really high up, so you probably can't see it, but it's really cute. Hi! So I'm gonna be doing another requested video today. This one's from Trapper Kid, who requested an evolution of how people feel about books over the course of their lives. And just tangent real quick, I watched a couple of videos, and off the top of my head, I can only remember like a couple. There's like, she talks about NaNoWriMo a lot. I say NaNoWriMo, but whatever. She talks about NaNoWriMo a lot, and Inside Out, she did like a review of Inside Out, and they're all just really cute because you can tell it, like, it feels like she's talking to you and not just like a camera or like an audience. It feels like she's talking to like a genuine other person, and I just found that really cool and like super relatable and nice, so I would definitely go check out her videos. I'll probably put a link in the description. And I saw this request and I was just like, me, that is so me, because I've had like the most frustrating relationship with books ever. But you'll have to watch the rest of the video to find out what I'm talking about. Cliffhanger. Yep. Are you hooked? Do you want to watch the rest of the video now? I'm sure you do. So let's just go. Okay. In America, we have this program called the Accelerated Reader Program. And I don't know if they have it in other countries, but I think they have like basically the same kind of thing. Honestly, whatever your primary language that you learned in school is, I'm sure you had something similar to this. The point is that in elementary school, you were eventually ranked on how good you were at reading. And if you were really good, there were always prize incentives like pizza parties or trips to the roller rink. This was like my entire life in kindergarten. If I were at my house, you would see my like ribbon on my back wall with like all the pins that I won for being so good at reading. Literally, I loved reading so much that I was going to like pizza parties and playing Mousetrap with like 3rd graders. And looking back, those 3rd graders seemed so mature. I mean, they could type on computers. 3rd graders were so cool. Okay, I'm way off subject. This is gonna be a really long video. The point is, when you first learn to read, nothing can deter you from your love of reading. Once you're old enough for chapter books, you're old enough for fandoms. And it's weird because in middle school you don't realize they're fandoms, but that's totally what they are. I mean, look around the cafeteria and you've got your Lemony Snicket fans right next to the Captain America fans, and then you've got the girls who read the Click series right next to the Babysitters Club people. It's fandoms. They're basically forums, just without the internet. And kids' books have every aspect of fandoms, too. I started reading Harry Potter in 6th grade, and I remember talking to people about if I liked Harry with Cho or Harry with Hermione, or did I like Hermione with Ron. And when the 7th book finally came out, it was crazy. You had to be like so careful who you talked to. I'd get to an intense part of the book, and I'd just like email one of my friends, "Have you gotten to page 435 yet?" I mean, ships, spoilers, random paraphernalia. Chapter books were preparing us for the real world, like college stuff. Oh my gosh! Okay, this was something that we had at my junior high that like, this was when I started to not like reading as much. SQUIRT stood for Sustained, Quiet, Uninterrupted Reading Time. And just something about forcing someone to do something makes them not want to do said thing. It was like twice a week or something for an hour, and we could sit on this comfy couch or like beanbag chairs or something like that. And we had to keep reading logs of like how many pages we read, but like there was just always something I would much rather be doing. Like seeing if my crush was looking at me over the top of his book, or counting how many cheerleaders were texting behind their folders. I saw you. Or thinking about how stupid it is that uninterrupted counts as 2 different letters in SQUIRT. Why? Another thing we have in the US is the Gifted and Talented program, where kids of halfway decent intelligence are told that they're superior to everyone else and meet up once a week to do a project or have a fundraiser or something. Once you hit high school though, that pretty much all goes away. Everyone evens out pretty much, and like the 5 possible candidates for valedictorian emerge. So you just aren't as motivated to read anymore. There aren't pizza parties, you don't get to skip class to go watch a movie, and then the books that they want you to read in high school just don't interest you that much anyway. I mean, sometimes they did, really, but a lot of them, I was just like, why? am I reading this? The amount of words I could read per minute went down significantly, and I started saying stuff like, reading just makes me fall asleep. I can't even help it. If my time hadn't been taken up by books I didn't like, I might have continued to enjoy reading. It all turned around, though. All throughout high school, my college friends would always say stuff like, I went through that in high school too, but when you're in college, you'll like reading more again. I sincerely hoped that they were right, and they were. Because college kids are always right. Moral of the story. There are two things about reading in college. One, you have more time to read the books that you actually enjoy. And two, your textbooks are actually interesting to you. Sometimes. Oh my gosh, the Spanish king got a bunch of Christians, Muslims, and Jews to get together to translate stuff. That is so cool. Okay, that's just an example, but I find it interesting. And back to part one, I actually care about reading again. Whenever I have free time on a weekend or something, all I want to do is pick up a good book. Which is good because I have a lot of catching up to do after not reading for 4 years of high school. And that's why I spent all my excess scholarship money on books. Thanks, college. See ya. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video about books. Speaking of books, let me tell you guys all about this website where you can get free audiobooks. Just kidding, I don't have enough subscribers to advertise for Audible. This week I'm reading Culturas de España because I have to! Anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with someone. Leave a comment letting me know if this is how you experience books, because I know that there are a lot of people who somehow, have loved books their entire life. I don't get it. So let me know, let's talk and stuff in the comments. And last but not least, subscribe, so maybe one day I really can nag you about Audible. But yeah, seriously subscribe because I put out videos every Wednesday. Other than that, that's all I have to say. I love you guys. Bye!